Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So today is Friday Freebie Day. This is number 183. So I thought we'd do a little bit of sort of like the grungy sort of look this week. And I've got sort of like a little bit of a challenge for you, like a Facebook challenge, because I want you to make this up however you feel like you can make it up. Stick it on envelopes, make a journal page, do a journal topper, however you like, and then pop it into the Facebook group. And then at the end of next week's Friday Freebie video, I'm going to show as many as I can. So I will take the pictures from the Facebook group and your name, and then I will pop them on to the end of next week's video, so we can see all of them on the video. So I'll pop as many on there as I can. So if you haven't posted on Facebook any of your pictures in the group, this is your time to do it. So you can use any of the elements you want to, and then just make whatever you like, tags or whatever. Add little bits of material, some other bits of paper if you've got little grungy bits of paper on there. Make a big tag. So it's entirely up to you, but it'd be really nice to see what everybody else comes up with. And then it would be nice to have like a little video showing everybody's at the end of my video next week. So, and then also if you pop on, if you're going to put them on Instagram or anything, pop on the hashtag GKFF183. I'll pop that underneath the video and probably on the screen as well. And then we can keep an eye on who's doing them. But the actual ones that I'm going to use will be from the Facebook group. So if you don't want it to show at the end of the videos, then don't pop it on. But if you do, please pop them onto the Facebook group, and all the details are down below anyway. So this is it. So I've got a couple of sort of like journal cards. I've got this lovely little man. He's on a little piece of ephemera. He's got a little ticket down there. We have a clock. I've got a lovely envelope there with writing on, and it's got beautiful flower on there. We have a key, and we have a little bit of sort of like ledger paper on there. So really lovely, and it's fun, so you can do all sorts of things with it. And of course we have an extra sheet. This is for my lovely Ko-fi supporters. So this one I'm loving, and it all sort of like goes, because we've got the same sort of elements in there as we have in the Friday freebie. So this would make a lovely, so if you're a Ko-fi supporter, you could use this as well. Look at that, I just think that looks fab. Love them. So that's the Friday freebies and the extra. Now this one I've got a couple of little new kits. So this is, oh, let's just pop those up there. This is some more words, which I just love them, and I'm going in the sort of like grungy direction. So we've done lots of shabby, which I still haven't finished with, but we're going in the grungy side of things as well. So this one's called Grungy Industrious Journal Words. So they're just sort of like a mixture of words, productivity, quality control, merchandise. We've got some words, some numbers on there. So I've got 2 pages. So there's a lot. I haven't actually counted them, so I'm not quite sure how many there are on there. And then I've shrunk them down, so you've got the 2 pages on one. So you've got the smaller ones. So if you wanted to do little tags and stuff, these are ideal to go on there. So these are in the Etsy shop. And then I also have, these are some pattern papers that I've just popped on there. So you get 12, you get 10 actual pattern papers like this, which I love. They make fabulous backing papers to put on your journal cards or anything like that. I've used them a lot in my haberdashery journal. So, and then I've gone 2 sort of like plainer ones, so they don't have any sort of like markings on, and I think they look like sort of like paper bags, so I think they're fab, which I was thinking it might make a nice little bag to put the Friday freebie on. So that's those. So all of these are going to be in the shop, and it's Easter weekend, so we have a 40% off sale, and that's including these new ones as well. So pop over and take a look. If there's something that you've wanted for a little while, pop over there and have a look and pick up a bargain. So I'm going to pop those to the side. I'm going to pop these, actually I'm going to pop those to the side, and then I'm going to show you what I have done. So this is what I have made. So I've used some of the new words in here as well. But I've just stacked it up and made this lovely little, it's a little sort of folio. It's got little pockets either side, and I think it's fab. So I've used one of the pattern papers on there, and I've just added it. So we've got paperwork up here, which I've just cut out a little tabby thing, and I've popped some staples in there to hold it on. We've got lost property. I popped a little brad inside the clock, in the middle of the clock hands, and that's got little green pearl on there. They are ready done like that. And then a little bit of grunge here, a little bit of grunge there, got a little bit of string in there, little bulb pin with some little jump rings and things on there just hanging off. Love it. I think it looks really, really nice. So it's up to you how you do it. So it's really, really exciting. I'm not quite sure what we're going to do today. Shall I make another one of these? Should I show you how to make this? Really, really simple. Or so we could make some little tags, couldn't we? So I've got all the bits cut out here, ready to go. And I've also got some of the words that I've cut out here, like that. So let me I'm really not ready today. I am not ready at all. So let's pop this to the side. You could actually, this would make a really nice men's card, wouldn't it? Like that, because it would stand up. So that's a really nice one, because we don't have too much men's stuff. I know it's, you know, it's quite hard to do men's stuff without it being sort of grungy and stuff, isn't it? So I am actually going to use this one. I'm going to use that one. I'm going to cut it down. Oh, there's my cutter, right in front of me. So let's just snip the little white bits off. And then maybe I'll make another little folio thing. Doesn't have to be exactly the same. Or we could make a little, well, maybe I'll make a little folder. Not a folder, but like a little envelope thing. And put it on the front. Let's see, shall we? Let's pop these little bits there. Pop that back underneath there. Right, I've got it white on the back because I haven't. Right, how can we do this? About that size, do you think? Make a little sort of envelope. What they're called, little like money envelopes, aren't they? Let's do that. So if we pop that down, so that's about the right size, that's quite nice. Then we can have a little flap there and a little flap there. So what I'm going to actually do is take this is probably going to be a little bit more of a longer video. I'm going to just put that down. Instead of cutting it, I'm going to get my little ball tool. Just, what's that? That is about 2 centimeters or 3/4 of an inch roughly. Let's hope I've got it straight. And let's just go down like that. Let's have it a little bit bigger at the top. So what, 1 1/4 inches or 3 centimeters. There we go. Perfect. I hope this works out because I'm just sort of like making it up as I go along. Right, so what we need to do, where's my scissors gone? Oh, there they are. Let's just cut these off. Now I know lots of you make these, so you know how to do these. And I'm going to go this way. Just a little bit of a rounded edge, just for the bottom bit. Oops. Like that. So the texture on this is fabulous. It's really, really lovely. So let's do that. So that will come up like that. and then this bit just sticks up like that, just like a little envelopey thing. And then we'll do the same with the top piece. Let's just cut that bit along there, and then again just oops, did a good job there. Just go round. What's that? About there. Not quite. You can tidy that up in a minute. Okay, let's take a look. So that will stick onto that. That goes up, and then this will fold down like that. Perfect. And then we will decorate that top piece. We could pop a little, I think I'm going to cut just a little extra bit off this. It doesn't quite close properly, so I'm just going to go a little bit lower. That's it. And this side. Fabulous. Okay, that's quite simple, isn't it? So let's just slightly lower so we can just pop that down. Love it. Love it. Should we just give it a little bit of ink? I need to find my other Daubers because, oh, that's not the one I was using, it was this one. Okay, let's just quickly go round here. I think these make fab journal toppers as well. So if you're making like a little grungy journal, that would work really well as well. Let's just go round the edge. Then all as it is cutting the pieces out and sort of collaging it on. And that's completely oopsie daisy, however you want to pop them on together. If you want to use any of the other Friday freebies, you can incorporate those in there as well, which is quite a good idea. I didn't really think about that. I should have got some Friday freebies out from previous ones, shouldn't I? It's not very straight. Should we just round that? Let's round that. Look at that. Nice and wonky. But that doesn't matter, does it? I'm going to leave it white for now. But I want that to blend in, so I'm not going to ink that bit. So let's stick this down. Let's get a little bit of tacky glue. Pop a little bit down this end. A little bit down this side. Just stick that down. Well, I hope you guys have got something nice planned for this weekend, nice Easter weekend. We have absolutely dreadful weather. Oh, and it's going to be raining the whole Easter and I believe all of next week. But we have no plans of going anywhere, so for us it doesn't really matter. Except for, you know, we're missing our beach walks because it's so windy. It's freezing cold as well. So I don't really want to go out in the wind in case I get sick again. Okay, look at that. That's fabulous, isn't it? Okay, that was simple. Simple. Right, let's get our little bits and pieces out. So I've cut these out. So we've got a little envelope. We've got a little clock face there. We've got little keys, so whichever way you want to put that. We've got the little man on there. A little bit of ledger paper and these two lovely sort of postcards. Now these would probably fit. Sort of, let me give myself a little bit more room. You don't have to have them this size, you can sort of like cut them up. You don't have to be like that. Should we have the little man this side or something? Right, the first thing I'm going to do is sort of grunge them up. Now, I'm going to just do it with my scissors. Let's just go round these. Give them a little bit of grunge. Now, the good thing with this when you're doing grungy things, you can use all your sort of like coffee stain bits of fabric and things like that. Coffee stain paper and any of your, you know, scraps that you've got, which look great underneath things like this, I think. So let's just grunge these up. Little grungy clock. Shall I pop another something in there, little Brad? Probably even make a little hole. Actually, I might pop a little thingy-me-jiggedy. I can't remember what it's called now. Little eyelet thing in there. Okay, it's just a little bit of grunge. So I don't know where my little grungy thing is. My little distresser, I'm not quite sure what that is, but my little scissors are doing the job lovely. I did buy, wherever that is, a little, it looks like a distresser, but it's for, you know, breaking cotton or cutting your cotton, your threads. But to me it looks like a little distresser. Very pretty. Okay, let's just grunge these up. There we go. Where's the last one? Last one in here somewhere. There we go. So are you guys going off to family and friends for Easter if you celebrate? Are you all getting together? My daughter's off to the very, very top of Spain with the girls and her husband. They're going to see his family, which they've not seen for a while. So I think it's a, sort of like a 10-hour drive for them. But they've got a lovely camper. So it's going to be very exciting. The girls are so excited to go. So they normally come down here for Easter time, but they're going to go off exploring elsewhere this year because we've only just come back, so it's not that we haven't seen them. I've had all my cuddles for a little while. So let's just ink these up. Let's just grungy them up. Now again, you don't have to use ink. You could use little bits of, you know, coffee and things like that, or you don't have to grunge it at all. You can just put them on top of each other. You can use packaging as well. Make a little journal topper with packaging from Amazon or cereal boxes and things like that. So you've got all your elements to make something. It's just imagination, isn't it? And like I always say, don't think about it too much. Just sort of do it. And it will look lovely. Look at the mess I'm making. Okay. I have still got piles of stuff beside me. I didn't do a video the last couple of days because I've been actually making the journal on and off. We've been really busy. Don't know what I said, but we went and had blood tests and stuff. Got to pick those up later today. So, you know, when you get, oops, I didn't do this one. Oh dear, you get times when, you know, you just can't fit everything in. Things take over, don't they? I do. I end up doing one thing, and which leads to something else completely different. But because it's been absolutely pouring with rain, we've got to make sure all the, you know, drains, because the draining system isn't fabulous here in Portugal. But when it rains, it just all comes down in one big go and sort of floods everywhere. Okay, so enough talking about things. Let's get on with this. Right, that's the top. Let's have a look. Shall we do this? What shall we do? Shall I pop him on there? Shall we grunge him? Shall we just... See, on this one, I just sort of like rolled the corners up a little bit. So, should we do the bottom corner? I'm going to ink it like this. Okay. And then just sort of give it a little roll like that. Just grunge it up. Just gives it a little grungy element, and just sort of just grunge the sides a little bit. There we go. Pop that on there. Shall we do a bit of sewing? Shall I do a little bit of sewing? I actually put like a little eyelet thing in there, look, on that one together. So maybe I'll do it on this one as well. What should we do? Should we do... Gosh, I don't know what to do. Too much choice. Too much choice. Should we have you this side? I might actually just tear this one in half. Let's get, not quite in half. Like that. Let's just do that. Bring these pieces in, because I like the writing on there. What should we do with that? Okay. And our little clock. Oh, that's what I was going to do. I was going to make a little hole in here, wasn't I? Let's just make... I've only got my big one, so let's just make a big hole. Oh, it won't fit. Well, we'll just stick a little, we'll stick a little brad in here, I think, then. What have I got? I've got some in here. Should we just have a big creamy one? Let's just pop a big creamy one right in the middle. Shall I pop a little bit of fabric inside? Let's have a little bit of cheesecloth. Just a little grungy bit, shall we? Pop in there as well. Let's tuck that in. Can. Pop that through. There we go. Open that up. Squeeze that down. There we go. That looks different, doesn't it? Now I've got, oops, mustn't forget our little envelope. So I've got a nice big bundle. I think, oh, I've just lost all my words down there. Never mind. Little bit of lace. Oh, that's pretty, isn't it? Then we could use that in there. We could, I think. Use a little bit of that in there too. Here's a little bit of grungy old stuff, so we can use that. Okay, let's pop that to the side. Oh, there's a nice grungy bit. Okay, lots of grungy bits today. Let's just, shall we have a little... Shall I just tear this? Okay, let's just ink the back, just where I've torn it, look. And then I'm going to just roll that. Just roll it either side. Just grunge that up. There we go. That. What should we pop in there? A little bit of this. Okay, I'm just going to start sticking this down. I don't think I'll sew on this one. just going to stick this down. Put that down like that. I'm going to just get a little bit actually of the Fabri-Tac. If it will come out. There we go. Just pop that just in that little area. Just so I can just tuck that in. Like that. Nice little grungy bit in there, look. Coming out. Let's hold that down. Oh my gosh, mate. There we go. Fabri-Tac bottle is volcanoing everywhere. Okay, that looks good, doesn't it? So lift that up. Quite stuck down, is it? Okay, now this is just oozed out of my bottle, so let's just pop that like that so it comes off the edge. Now I suppose you could, before you actually glued all that together, you could sew this on, which I probably should have done really before you do that. Right, where was I going to put this? Like that. Like that. That's nice. Maybe we'll have... Which way does the clock go? This way. Should we have the clock like that? Or should we have the clock down here? Quite like the clock at the top. So I think I might just stick that down first. Let's just darken some little areas on there. And I think I might just, let's just stick it. And then we can work around the clock. Work around we all work around the clock, don't we? There we go. The right way round. There we go. Stick that on. Stick this on. Now I quite liked that. I'm going to just do that just a little bit on there. Don't really want any white. Should I stick that on there or this? Let's see if I can make a hole in here first. Or maybe it doesn't really matter where I go. I could go there, yeah. But it will. It will make a hole. So I'm going to just... a little bit of glue on there. Like that. That can go there. I'm going to make a little hole in here, or a big hole. Get a little eyelet. Pop that in. Oops, Jessie, that's down there barking away. Okay, look at that. I just think these look great on things like this. Sort of add to the grunginess, don't they? What should we do with that? Should we just stick that there? Pop that on top. What should we put through there? What do you think we should put through there? I think I was going to put the key on here, wasn't I? Like that. So many ways to use this. Right, I am going to stick this down, but we want a little bit of something, don't we? a little bit of glue. Stick that, then stick that on top. Don't need that because I'm going to cover that up, so we won't put that on there. Scrunch that. Scrunch it up a little bit more. Let's pop this down. You can work it out where you're going to put everything before you do it, before you start, but I quite like just doing it like this. And I'm not quite sure why I'm actually doing. And it just sort of like goes, doesn't it? Okay, like that. I do like that, but we need something under here, don't we? Should we have another little bit of this under there? Pop that down. Can I rip this? No. A little bit. Crunch it up. Okay, that can go in afterwards. Shall I pop something? What did I do? I put some string in there before. Where's my string gone? There we go. So let's just, shall I double this one? Okay. Chop that off. Tie this in a little knot if I can. And that's all going to go through there. Don't think so, is it? I think we're just going to go for a single one. Let's make our life a little bit easier. There we go. Just tie that little bit into a knot. That's easier, isn't it? There we go. Cut that off. Okay, let's just see if we can just unravel those a little bit. Perfect. That could even come down like that. That looks good. Or actually I might have it going up like I did the other one, and then I can hang a little ball pin off there. That looks quite good. So we have it like that, I think. Okay, perfect. Stick that on there. Shall I stick that on there? A little bit of this underneath. Could do with something a little bit darker actually. That's a bit darker. So used to ripping fabric that I'm forgetting that this cheesecloth doesn't really rip very well. Okay. Grungy on here. I'm going to use my glue gun because the fabric drives me around the bend as it oozes out constantly. Oops, stuck to my finger. That's not a surprise. There we go. Pop that on there. Okay, oops. Let's make some room. Shall we have that going on top? I think so, don't you? And then we've still got this little letter to go on. Wonder if I might actually put that on the back. Yes, that's what I'll do. I'll figure out something in a minute. We'll put that on the back. So let's stick this one down first. And then we pop that on there. A little bit of this. Need to catch the little bit of string as well. And to pull that string down, where should we have you? Just there. Perfect. Now, where was that grungy bit? Here we go. This is the bit that I was going to just tuck in under there, wasn't it? Pop that in. There we go. Love that. Looks lovely. So let's have some words. I think I've just gonna spilt them everywhere, which wasn't very clever, was it? Shall we just put by appointment only across there? That looks good, doesn't it? We've got date, timetable. Actually, timetable is quite good because it goes with the clock, doesn't it? Oh, decisions. I'm going to use timetable actually. Where's my scissors? So this is a fun one, isn't it? I do like this one. I think it's great. But like I said, this is a great one for a mail card. Little elements in here are absolutely perfect, aren't they? So I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys come up with. Which ones you're going to do, what you're going to do. I'm sure they will be amazing. You guys do lots of lovely stuff. Shall I pop, let's see if I can pop anything underneath this one? Should we have a little bit of this? That's quite nice, isn't it? Oops. Oh, that was tough. Not quite sure it's going to be big enough. Is that going to be big enough? Go. Put this one over the top. Like that. Oh, I like that. That looks really good. Quite like this little date up there as well. That looks nice, doesn't it? This one I'm just going to stick on as is. Right there. Just perfect. Oh, I love it. Okay, so we have a little dingly dangly. Shall we have a little dingly dangly? Let's take one of these little ball pins. And all I'm going to pop on here, I've got some sort of like little, well, they're not little, they're quite thick. Oops. Don't really need that many. Let's have 2 of these. Then I've got sort of like a bigger one. But again, hang whatever off them. But I think that looks quite cool, doesn't it? Just a little something dangling off there. Oh, that's not very straight. Oh, well. Too late now. Too late. Look at that. Love it. Right. What shall we do for the closure? Pop this on there. Now I do have, where have they gone? You remember these? I had these from my spools, the little spools that I got from Amazon. So I'm just wondering, I think it's going to be too big. I'm going to put that on as a little closure thing. And I think I'm just going to, what can we do with that? I think I might just stick that on there actually. Like that. Looks nice, doesn't it? But we need a little bit of this underneath, I think. There we go. Perfect. Just stick that on. Make sure I stick it just to the envelope, the top bit. That looks nice, doesn't it? Right, let's stick this on first. What should we use? Stick that down. There we go. So I don't burn my fingers. Then I'm just going to add a little bit to this top piece. And pop that one to the back. Actually, what I could do, I could probably do a little Velcro fastener on there. Well, that's what I'll do. That's quite a good idea, isn't it? Here we go. I do love these. Let's squidge that together. Pop those on. So we just pop it on there, look. Hold that down for a minute. Oh, love it. That's absolutely perfect. I think that's fabulous. Now, you can also go in, if you've got like a little your little watercolor pens and things like that, or your Stabilo, you could probably make that into quite a nice little mixed media as well, couldn't you? Although it is quite mixed media because it's got lots of bits and pieces on, but I am loving it. So there we go, guys. That is fabulous. So that will just unpop like that. Pop in a little, you could actually make another little card to go inside with the elements as well if you printed it off twice, so you could have a card that actually matches. But I think that's lovely. So there we go, guys. So your little challenge this week to make something. So they're, although they use the same elements, they are two completely different things, because that's a little sort of folio folder, and then this is a lovely little envelope, which I am loving. So there we go, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Now I'll pop all the details down below for the Friday freebie if you want to go. If you're not a member of my Facebook group, please pop over and join the group, because it's really lovely. Lots of freebies in there, lots of bits and pieces, lots of you posting all your lovely products, things that you make. We have got, again, where are they? This is what you will print off, your Friday freebie. This is the Ko-fi, which is fantastic, which I probably should have done the envelope with that, shouldn't I? Because I'm loving that. So don't forget, 40% off in the Ko-fi shop at the moment. And you've got your lovely pattern papers, and also the Grungy Industrious journal words, which are fabulous. I am loving them. So there we go, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a fantastic Easter weekend. Take care, stay safe, and I will see you soon. All right, guys, bye bye.